So remote or distance learning might not be appealing to some, but the truth of the matter is that's because you haven't figured out how to make this a fun experience for students. So today I'm going to give you 10 really fun educational games for remote learning. Hey fun people, welcome back to Everything Aja. If you're new here, hey, I'm Aja. Here on Everything Aja, we simply do parenting, teaching, and living life the fun way. Hey Macarena, hey. Sorry y'all. So today I'm going to give you 10 really fun educational games for kids of all ages. All of these games you can simply tailor to whatever grade level you're teaching. So our first game is Hangman. Yes, Hangman, but you're going to make it educational. Hangman is really beneficial, especially if you have vocabulary words that go along with the unit. So you will take one word at a time and you will make enough blanks to fit every letter in that word. Then you're going to simply make an arc, and that's your arc to hang the man if they do not get a correct letter. Now we use sight words, and the first sight word was forever. Each student took turns in guessing a letter. If the letter was in the word, I would write the letter in the word. If the letter was not in the word, I would write that letter in the top corner. This way they can remember which letters have already been called, and then they get a body part.
I'm gonna start with my vowels and go with A.
It's not an A. You get ahead.
P as in pink. Oh my gosh.
Now I win when the hangman has all his parts. Head, body, arms, legs. Head, body, arms, legs. Head, body, arms, legs. Alright. Now the kids win if they can figure out the vocabulary sight word before the man gets all his parts.
E.
E.
But we still don't know what it is.
Oh.
Yeah, two
I
E.
still don't.
Good thinking.
Our next game is Pictionary, and this works really well, especially in social studies or science, when you have an entire unit of things that you can actually draw. Now in second grade, students learn about pushes and pulls. So everything I drew was either related to a push or a pull. A kid would get a point if they could, 1, tell me what I just drew, and 2, tell me how it relates to a push or a pull. This made it educational and fun.
Door!
Okay, how does that relate to push and pull?
You push the door open and pull it closed.
Okay, but that door has a doorknob, so what would I do?
Push.
You gonna push the door to your bedroom?
Pull the door.
You push the cart forward when you're trying to go put stuff in your basket, and you can pull it.
And of course, whoever has the most points wins. Our next game is Two Truths and a Lie. Yes, you heard it. Two Truths and a Lie. The educational version. So, with Two Truths and a Lie, you will simply come up with 2 truths and a lie about virtually anything. You can literally do this with any concept. Now, we did math. On the screen, you will simply screen share in order to show the whiteboard feature. Then you will type simply 2 true things and 1 false thing, and the kids have to figure out which statement is false. If they figure it out, then they get a point. If they're wrong, you get a point.
Now you have to tell me which one is my lie.
6 plus 9.
Our next game is called A Picture Worth 1,000 Words. And you will simply go on Google and find a picture related to any concept or standard, and then you will display that picture on the screen. The children then have 1 minute to tell you as many true facts about that concept as possible. For every correct fact, that child gets a point. And whoever has the most points wins.
Jackie Robinson.
Good, so Jackie Robinson, you get a point. Tell me something about Jackie Robinson.
Jackie Robinson, he was picked on, and it was like Ruby Bridges. He was picked on. He was the first black male that played baseball.
Our next game is bingo. Yes, bingo. Now, I don't know if you know already, but myfreebingocards.com already comes with a collection of already made bingo cards that you can use with your kids. Now, what you will do is go on the website and find an already made bingo card that already fits exactly what you want the children to learn. Now, can you make your own bingo card? Of course you can, but I like to do things fun and simple. So I already use a pre-made card on Addition. Once you find the perfect card for your children, you will then go ahead and generate a game, and it will give you a link. You will then post that link in the chat box, and all kids can just click the link and they will have access to their bingo card. And then of course on your screen, you're able to just click and it will go ahead and call out all the spaces for you. The first kid that says bingo will win.
2 plus 3, and then 5 plus 5, 2 plus 12, 9 plus 3, 9 plus 3. You're getting close. Are you getting close too?
Now all the links that I will cover today are down below in the description, so you don't have to do any searching. So go ahead and go to the description and you can click the link and go to the website directly. Our next game is Jeopardy, and I normally play this face-to-face with kids, but you can definitely do it virtually. All you do is share your screen and the kids literally get to play as if they were face-to-face. Now I use JeopardyLabs.com. I have used this site for quite some time, and it already has pre-made Jeopardy games aligned with pretty much any concept. So what you would do is go ahead and divide up the kids into different teams. You would then share your screen because you are the host. And you could make this really cute if you had like a microphone or something, so you can like pretend like this is a game show and make it fun for the kids. You know, we're all about doing things the fun way. Now when it's the child's turn, they will simply tell you which category for how many points. You click that square and then pops up a question. Once they answer that question, you hit space bar, the answer will pop up. If they're correct, you hit the plus sign and points will be added. If they're incorrect, you hit the minus sign and points will be deducted. And whatever team has the most points wins.
But is a conjunction, and so is because you are correct. Right, blank am going to town.
I am going out of town.
Good, good, good. All right.
And since you're hosting the game with your microphone, you can have the winning team do a winner's dance. Our next game is Math Versus. Yes, you guys, I made this up. Math Versus. Anyways, so with Math Versus, each child will run and go get 2 objects, and they can get as many of those 2 objects as possible. So they could get 5 cups and 2 water bottles. Whatever it is that they want to go get, they just get 2 separate items, and then they can change the quantity of how many items they get. You will allow one child to share 1 item at a time.
That is 2 bottles of medicine. 3 of these.
As they're sharing their item, you will go ahead and do screen share and turn on the whiteboard feature and write the number of each item. Now, I suggest you writing the big number first and the smaller number last, and you're about to see why. So once you have their 2 numbers displayed on the screen, you will then let the students know that you are going to use those numbers, and you're about to give 3 to 5 different math questions, and the first child to guess the correct answer wins. Now if you have older kids, they can kind of use the chat box to answer the questions. If not, just have the kids yell out loud.
5.
Oh,
Good. Now what's the answer?
oh,
And once again, whoever has the most points wins.
How many purses do you have?
I got 2.
Okay, so 2 purses, and what's your other object?
1 dog.
Okay, so 2 purses and 1 doll. Which number is the least?
1.
1. Y'all kind of both said that at the same time. So I'm gonna give y'all both that point, so it's 3 to 3. What is my answer now?
1.
Oh, I got it wrong.
Now what's my answer?
2.
Now our next game is another game that I used to love playing face-to-face with children, but they can definitely play this online. And this next game is called Sparkle. And it's a really fun spelling game that you can use with vocabulary words or even sight words. And each child will get to practice spelling those words. So what you will do is give everybody a turn order. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and they need to know exactly who is in front of them. That's the most important thing, is that they pay attention to exactly who is in front of them, because if they forget, then they're out. So with this game, each person says 1 letter of the said word. Once the word is completely spelled out, the next person must say sparkle. That's how you know that the word is completely done. Then whoever is after the person that said sparkle is automatically out because they have been sparkle. And then whoever's after the person that just got out, they get to start with the new word. and the game will continue and children will continue to get out until you are left with one person, and that person is the winner.
Together. D.
And A.
You said the wrong letter.
We'll do house. A.
O.
S.
E.
Sparkle.
Perfect. So I'm out because I was next. So you just got me out. Now it's between you two. The word is street.
STREET. Sparkle.
Good. So you won. All right, we'll play one more time.
Our next game is Kahoot. Yes, Kahoot. You can play this digitally online. Now with Kahoot, you will go ahead and sign in, and they already have pre-made games that you can pick relating to whatever it is that you're already learning, and then you will go ahead and play the game and it will generate a code. Go ahead and share your screen so that each child is given a code. Now if they're doing it by themselves, everybody will just open up another tab and then go to kahoot.it and type in their code. They could also have you on the computer and they can have Kahoot on their phone. It doesn't matter. But they will simply need another device or just another tab open, and that way they can see your screen and they can also play the game. Now if they were playing with teams, only one team technically has to have it open on the second device, and then they're kind of just all talking in one big room trying to figure out the answer. Now with Kahoot, children are able to get points simply by having the correct answer and also having the answer the fastest. And let's not forget, it will automatically calculate the team's points, and the team with the most points wins. We're gonna have a lot of winners in remote learning.
All right, which word is a common noun? All right, which word is a proper noun? All right,
What is that name taken? That doesn't make sense.
A person, place, thing, or person, place, animal, thing, or item.
Gotta do better this time. All right, how many nouns are in this sentence?
Now, if you're getting value out of these games, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell so that you can join a community of dedicated parents and teachers joining together in order to shape the future through family fun and education. And if you're excited about playing any of these games, let me know down below in the comments which game are you excited to play with your children. Alright, so our next game is a good old Nearpod. Yes, Nearpod. Did you know that Nearpod has games? Yeah, they have stepped up tremendously. Although I've always been a supporter of Nearpod.com, that was my go-to. With Nearpod, you will go ahead and click your grade level and then go to the resource library and type in the word games. And then you will see a series of games that are related to your grade level. Now, did you also know that Nearpod has a partnership with Zoom? Yeah, so you could technically go through Nearpod and then click Zoom, and then Nearpod and Zoom will automatically generate a code together, and that way your Zoom call with your kids is already paired up with Nearpod. Winning! If not, you can screen share and that works too. Now Nearpod works a lot like Kahoot, where you will be given a code and then kids can then open a new tab or get a new device and type in that code on Nearpod, and then they will get to name their character, choose an avatar, and they are ready to play a game. Now we did pushes and pulls again because that's clearly what they're learning. For our game, the object was to be the first to the top of the mountain, and of course the person at the top of the mountain first wins. It's also a lot like Nearpod, where you want to be correct and you want to be the first to guess the correct answer. That way you can go to the top of the mountain first.
All right, 3, 2. Which picture is an example of a push?
That one, yeah, that one. Which picture is an example of a pull? The second one.
It's the tug of war.
It's gonna be a bunch of answers, which is the person that is on the car.
I have to think about that one.
Yeah, because I didn't.
Don't forget to let me know down below in the comments which one of these games are you dying to play with your children, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell. Now next week I will be giving you 5 more remote learning games, only this time they will be reading games. You know, you're probably wondering, what do I watch next? Now I suggest you watch this video because I give you even more Zoom games for kids. See you later.
You guys have been out of school for too long, huh?
I want to do a lot of more.
A lot of